Hi, visual culture historians. I'm checking in with you today to talk about our grading policy for this class. You've received a message by now from the university that's telling you that our grading policies have changed on campus. So let's talk a little bit about what that means, both in general for your semester and for this particular class. Professors have the option to either continue as normal and give you a letter grade, or to give you the option of choosing a letter grade or a pass no pass grade. Each professor can make that decision on their own, and I hope that you won't hold it against certain professors that choose to stick with the letter grade because they have their reasons for doing so, and I'll go over some of those in a minute. But for this class, you do have the option of taking it pass no pass. If you would like to avail yourself of that option, if you want to choose that option, then send me an email clearly stating that. Um, if you want to continue with a letter grade, that's fine too. The decision is ultimately yours. You can make it in consultation with your advisor. You also might want to check in with anybody who's supplying you financial aid. But ultimately, it's not me or your advisor that's in charge of making that decision and responsible for that decision. Each student has to make it for themselves. So things you might want to consider for this class or any class when you're weighing that decision is your GPA. So if you think you're gonna get a good grade in this class, which I think a lot of you are on track for, you're gonna want to take it as a letter grade because it'll be factored into your GPA and raise that GPA up. If you're concerned about this grade being low, you may want to take the pass no pass option so that your average stays sort of where it's at, because a pass, you'll get credit for the class, but it won't be factored into your GPA. You'll want to keep in mind that certain scholarships will want you to take a certain number of classes for a letter grade, so think about that. Certain scholarships will also want you to have a minimum GPA. That might also influence your decision. Also, if you're planning to go to graduate school in an artistic field and you think that having this on your resume would be meaningful, then you're going to want to take it for a letter grade. But this class, unlike classes in, say, art education or certain physical education tracks, medical tracks, those are accredited programs, which mean that certain classes are required and you need a grade in those classes. This, for most of you, is not a class like that, so you don't have to worry about that if you take it for pass no pass. If you do choose the pass no pass option, I just want to say that I would never think less of you for doing that. This is a really crazy time, and if you're just finding that it's too much to finish the class, then I totally respect that and would never think poorly of you for choosing that option. I also would want to have a discussion with you about what a pass looks like. If you're choosing that pass option, it may be because you're so overwhelmed and you really find yourself only able to do the bare minimum right now. Some days I admit I feel that way too. So talk with me about what that bare minimum might look like for you, because I don't want you to half-ass everything for the rest of the semester. I'd rather have you focus your attention on a couple assignments that are going to get you above that 60% threshold, but you're focusing your energy on a couple things that you're doing well, that are meaningful to you, that are moving you towards your future career, rather than just half-assing a bunch of assignments. So, for example, if you're really behind on the blogs and you're not a tech person, maybe you let those go and we center our attention on that final paper and developing your analysis skills. Or maybe maybe it's the reverse, right? You want to work on your tech. So those are some things that you can consider. Email me if you're choosing to take that option or if you have any questions about whether or not you should take it. Otherwise, the default is a letter grade, and I will be giving you one of those. So stay safe and stay strong with everything that's going on, and I will be in touch with you also as our regular class meetings, our regular class lecture videos come to a close. I'll be in touch with you with more information about ways to support your writing for the end of the semester. But please, the common theme of this video, I think, is be in touch with me. I'm here for you, whether it's through Zoom, email, or anything else that I can do for you.